Flood watches and warnings remain in effect for many parts of Maryland as the wet weather refuses to let up. This was the scene earlier today in Frederick County, where a state of emergency has been declared. Some parts of the county have already gotten 7 inches of rain. WJZ has a team of reporters covering the flooding concerns across the state. We begin with Bob Turk tracking more rain on live Doppler radar. Bob.
Let's go out to the Frederick area. Right now, around the Frederick region, not too bad. In fact, from Frederick south and west, hardly any rain. So they're going to get a break at least for a while now. But there's more south across Virginia. A whole batch here developing south of Washington, south of Annapolis, across the bay. All that rain eventually is going to be moving up to the north and northeast. So even though we don't see really a lot of rain in Baltimore right now, there's a batch south of us that's moving up toward northern eastern shore area, Dover region, northern Delaware. At least for the next few hours, no heavy rain expected, but later on, do expect things to kind of load up. We do have that flood warning in effect for all those areas along the Potomac River, and that's until actually early next week. They've extended to the 24th of May. For the rest of the region, we have flood watches in effect. That will be in effect tonight, tomorrow, into early Saturday morning. Why we have this flow of moisture coming from the south and really off the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, quite a bit of it. Right now, temperatures at 67. The winds off the ocean continue to bring that cool, damp air in. It looks like we'll be dealing with rain around here at least through Saturday morning. Maybe a break in the afternoon, but we could see now, but between, let's say, tonight and Saturday morning, additional 2, 3, or even 4 inches of rain is possible in some locations. Vic?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Devin Bartolotta's live in Frederick County, where a state of emergency has been issued over concerns about more flooding there. Devin.
Vic, I'm actually standing in the middle of a closed road. Let me show you just how much sand and mud and bits of trees and branches are actually on this street. This is part of the reason that it's closed. The other reason is because the bridge behind me has totally been as Frederick prepares for yet more rain. In a county desperate to dry out, the rain keeps coming. Frederick County joining the City of Frederick in declaring a state of emergency.
We've never seen it like this. It's supposed to be tomorrow, worse tomorrow morning.
Residents pumped thousands of gallons of water from their basements. Streets are shut down as swelling creeks overflow their banks.
This is worse than it's ever been. It's kind of crazy.
And Carroll Creek is raging, dumping thousands of gallons into a reservoir at Baker Park.
It's like our own little Niagara Falls.
Part of a huge flood control project handling much of the water.
When Baker Park is flooded, that's a good thing, because that means downtown Frederick is not flooded.
This is the biggest one in this particular bucket.
And Baker Park became an aquarium. Ethan Rembold and his mom raced to save thousands of displaced goldfish before the water recedes.
There's a bunch of goldfish everywhere. There's thousands of them.
But the flooding could get worse before it gets better. The National Weather Service predicts local natural waterways could swell to major flood stage by the weekend. Officials warning residents to stay out of the unpredictable rising waters.
As you all know, this is an active and a dynamic event that's still going to continue through the weekend. So we are hopeful that the community really heeds our warnings.
With no injuries or deaths so far, Frederick County is waterlogged but lucky. The state of emergency scheduled to last as long as Mother Nature threatens homes, roads, and lives. The county executive tonight is warning people not to drive through any amount of water on any road in the Frederick area. They're also encouraging people to limit their use of water as the wastewater facility is already operating at capacity. Reporting live in Frederick County, I'm Devin Bartolotta for WJZ.
Devin, thank you. And remember to download WJZ's weather app to keep track of our changing weather. Get hourly, daily, and extended forecast, plus severe weather warnings. Just search WJZ Weather and get our app.